I've been working on the railroad all these Minecraft days.
It's Minecraft, now what? Let's go!
Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Now what? We built a rail line down to the zombie farm. Now, I'm pretty sure I said I was going to have this go all the way to the house, but as I started getting closer to digging this out, I realized that's a lot farther than I originally thought. So the house, the house is all the way up there. So then I remembered we had this little cavelet, the dock is that way, and I thought maybe we could use this to have the rail line come back up, and then, it's not that long a run to the house, get to the iron farm. So yeah, it was a lot of digging. So we'll just let that minecart keep going. Maybe it'll stop and wait for us. Minecarts are a great way to, sit back and relax if you have a long way to go. It takes forever. Okay, the minecart did not wait for us. It takes a lot of time to walk or run to get around places. A railway is not too difficult as long as you have the materials and a little bit of planning. No problem. So to make a rail line like this, you need regular rails, which you can pick up from an abandoned mineshaft or make them with iron ingots and some sticks, and powered rails, which you can make with gold ingots, sticks, and redstone. But you will need to power these with a redstone signal, whether that's a redstone torch, maybe a redstone block, or a lever. What we did here is let me get down in there. We put a redstone torch down here, and the redstone torch sends its electrical signal up through the block, and when we place down the powered rail, it turns on and gives us our power. Another way you can do it, if you don't want to put the block or you don't have space underneath, is you can put the power next to it, and it still sends the signal and powers the rail. You can also use a lever. We'll just come back in here. Excellent. Put the torch back down there, and there we go. It can get a little tricky figuring out how to power rails up long inclines. You'll need more powered rails, maybe put them at shorter intervals. You'll want to place the rails on clean block steps, if that's the right way to refer to it. You just can't place rails over stairs. Now, regular rails will turn, as you see here. You might want to consider how many turns you do in a row. Sometimes it makes more sense to build your tunnel diagonally to get from one place to the other, but when you're dealing with rails, it can be pretty jarring going on a diagonal with the minecart constantly turning. So it might just be easier for your own peace of mind to keep your railway going at right angles rather than trying to go diagonally. Yeah, thanks for leaving us behind. And that's the rail to the zombie farm. In between episodes, I did that, and I came in here and decorated a little bit. Got some barrels for storage. Just wanted to make it look a little bit more lived in. I also put a ladder up to the spawning perch. So instead of having to go around in the staircase all the time, we could just have direct access up here. And then we come up here and stand up here for a while, and then we can just go down the ladder down there and take the zombies out, get our XP, and we'll go back down. I also widened the staircase by 1 block, so we're not so squished when we come down here. While working down here, I did let the spawner run for a little while. It got us up to level 40, but I had to repair the sword. And while I was at it, I repaired our armor, and that took some levels. That got us back down. Came back down, ran the farm a little bit more, and the sword took a beating in the process, which is no problem, because in the process of digging this all out, the farm and the chamber, and smoothing out the path in the cave, which I'll show you in a minute, we did find a bunch more diamonds, and this episode we're going to finally jump to diamond armor and diamond tools. So we'll come down here, close that trap door. I really not too worried about things spawning up there, but we never know. So we'll get these guys out of here. Come on. So since we're talking about durability, we only dropped the zombies down 15 blocks. If we had dropped them down about 21 blocks and not put the water there, they would take enough damage where we would come in here and really just have to hit them once to take them out. But that would have taken more time, and I'm not really overly concerned about durability because sooner or later we're going to get mending, and it's really not going to be that much of a concern. But if you're concerned about weapon durability or time spent in the spawner and you want to be more efficient, then definitely drop your mobs down farther and don't cushion their fall with water. But after running this thing for so long, let's take a look at everything we've gotten. Ah, that's a bunch of stuff. I think what's interesting is the glowing sacks. I've come down here a couple times and seen a glow squid just like hanging out here. So we are getting glow squids spawning in there. So that's kind of funny. But we're getting a lot of zombie flesh. We're getting a lot of armor pieces. We are going to get potatoes, carrots, and iron, and tools. So as you can see, if you run this thing long enough, not only are you going to get tons of XP, but you're going to get tons of drops, which is kind of why we have all this storage in here, because we don't want this chest to get completely full and stop collecting stuff. So I'll actually come in here and empty this out a little bit. We'll put the flesh up here. I'm going to put the food in here. Put the iron on the bottom, put the glow sacks there. Tools. Yeah. Put the tools here. We will put our armor in here. Yeah, that armor chest is going to fill up pretty quickly. I'll heal up the stuff to save some room. I really don't know why I keep it. Just kind of compelled to keep it, but I'm really not going to use it. Once we move to diamond, like the next step would be netherite, and there'd be no point in keeping this stuff. Maybe we'll make some armor stands, put them throughout the cave. But for now, we got the stuff, we'll keep it. Kind of the same thing with the tools. You know, we're really not going to use these, but, you know, as I get more of that, you know, we'll make a smelter, and probably that's what I'll end up doing with the gold armor. We'll smelt them down into nuggets, and we can use the iron nuggets for lanterns and the gold nuggets for golden carrots for food, or use the golden carrots and potions to make night vision. And there we go with all the drops. Let's go check out the cave. So we opened this up so we could get up here much easier, so we don't have to keep jumping around. Everything is lit up. We lit it up and we clearly... Hey! What are you doing here? It shouldn't be dark enough for you to spawn in here. So we came through here, opened this up, got rid of the dripstone, had one creeper incident, which caused me to go back and bring up a couple of cats. Big tough Minecrafter, and I had little kitty bodyguards. But we got rid of all the dripstone, nice smooth path. Got a bunch of slime spawning down here for some reason, must be a slime chunk. But no more getting stuck on dripstone and having to jump all over the place if we need a quick getaway. And this is as far as we got. That's our waterfall up to the top cave. And eventually, you know, I'll keep working at it. I'm gonna continue making this easier to get up and down, so I don't have to keep dropping down the waterfall and jumping to get up here. Maybe I'll do a cave side staircase, but you know, I definitely won't do that on camera. But I felt like I had to stop here because the cats kept going over the edge here, and I was worried about them either getting stuck or falling off. So they were doing such a great job keeping me safe. I thought I'd return the favor and keep them safe, and we stopped there. So, you know, if we come down here and, you know, we're exploring and need to get to a safe room real quick and don't want to have to run back to the house, we just come over here and get down to the zombie spawner. Just nice and easy. And just like that, we're back. And we'll head back up. No! Oh, man! Minecart with a mind of its own. But that's why always keep a spare minecart on both sides, just in case. Otherwise, it's going to be a long walk. And here are our 2 kitty bodyguards, our little heroes of the day. They did a really good job. These are the founding members of the Cave Cat Corps. So I head over to the iron farm really quick. I also worked on spawn proofing some more over there to try to get these iron golems stop these iron golems from spawning outside the chamber. That's what we want. Yeah, stay in there. So come over here and we'll go check that out real quick. But after I did all this, I have not seen any golems spawning outside the chamber. They haven't been doing it when I've been over here. They've been staying inside the lava chamber, but when I turn my back and I go up to the house or go on exploration, I come back, golems are walking around. But since I put path block all over the place, put some leaf block, I got so frustrated I had to look it up, and apparently there's a 16 block radius from the outside edge of where the beds are that need to be spawn proofed. There was also the possibility that the village center had shifted, which would have been a problem, and maybe one of the villagers took a different job, which the only thing that would have made sense to me was the barrel down there, that maybe one of the villagers... Oh, look, a little baby kitty spawning outside. See, we're still getting cats spawning outside. Any cats down here? Had a couple cats spawning down here. I came down here, and actually, man, you guys are so loud. I came down here to check to see if any of the villagers had changed jobs. So the good news was, no. Man, it is so loud down there. Let's get out of here. Can't even hear myself think. So the good news was that none of the Fletchers had changed jobs. The bad news is that there were fewer villagers down there, which was really odd. I didn't think they could despawn down there. So I had to breed some more villagers. Kitty! Here. No, where's the... Ah, 1. Excellent. That's my new strategy. Let's get you upstairs. There we go. Now you sit there. So I've been noticing the cats have been spawning down here and coming up the ladder, so now keep some fish down here. Cats can't get up the ladder. Make them my friend. So, back to these guys. I had to go in there, breed them up again, restock the villager pool, and I traded with everybody to lock them in, and since then, nobody's despawned. Nobody's despawned. Iron's flowing. Golems are staying, spawning in there. We're getting some new kitty friends. The only thing still happening are random cats spawning out here, which I wonder if it is this area here, because I have markers for where the 16 blocks go, and I really had to compromise. I don't really like having all this path block over here, but if cats are spawning because of this little patch, we can live with that. As long as the iron golems are not spawning outside, I'm cool with that. But back here, what are you doing? Why don't you just go around? I put a pond back here. This block is the 16 block marker back here, and I figured I'd just make a nice little pond back here. A little copper golem over in the patch. It's doing good. Let's give him something to do. You sleep? What? Uh-oh. Night snuck up on me. The sincerest pumpkin patch. Why are you... That is way odd. I hope you wake up. Something came over here and broke one of the pumpkin stalks. So I came back through, and what you can do to protect your stalks is just, have a block on top of it. So even if a sheep, it's probably a sheep did it. They come over here, they can't break the stalk. Not really thrilled with having it like this, but you know, it's better than pumpkins not growing in the pumpkin patch. So what's the point? Huh. I wonder. Let's make an axe. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if he rusted. Here, let's. Oh. There, we'll clean that up too. So for the copper elements, if you don't take a honeycomb and wax the copper, it will weather. It'll change colors and, you know, oxidize, rust, and get to that stage. And I wonder if that's what happens to this guy. If they get to the last stage of oxidized copper and it's just like rusting. Right? Is that what happened? Yeah? It's like the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. He rusted in place. But if you take an axe and interact with it, you can scrape off the rust and turn your copper back into normal first stage copper. That was pretty cool. And we'll head back to the house. Here we are back at the house. Also made a minor little change in here. We put our crafting table in the center of the room. And this is a jukebox. Figured I had this record sitting in a chest and I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. And we've picked up quite a few diamonds recently, and I figured let's just go ahead and make a jukebox. So you just throw the disc in, let it play through. Some discs are better than others. And you just hit it again and pop the disc out, and there you go. So we're going to come in here and look at that. We got a ton of diamonds. I am going to go ahead and make some diamond armor and diamond tools. So after checking the enchants for all the armor and tools, I think I want a few more levels to play with to see what we can get once we start enchanting. So I'm going to go back down to the zombie farm real quick to get a few more levels. I'll be right back. I'd say we have enough levels to work with now. So I let the spawner do its thing, took a break, went to get a snack, made some coffee, fold some laundry, came back here and there to get some levels, and while I was standing up here, went ahead and built up smelting area. So we'll come in here and we can drop in iron tools and armor. We'll put copper armor in this one and gold in this one, and we'll smelt it up and get nuggets for all that armor we don't need. And for the enchanted stuff, we'll grindstone it up, get those levels, and while we're up here, you know, the spawner will keep working. Come down here and clear it out. So we'll keep this chest for leather armor. Can't really do much with it. It'd be nice if they let us uncraft it. That'd be real nice. All right, let's get enchanting. All right, what do we want here? Oh, come on, man. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Do we want silk touch? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. As a matter of fact. Let's make another diamond pickaxe. Can we get fortune 3 on this? No, come on, man. Looting 2. Oh, boy. Okay, maybe that'll do for now. 3. Oh, okay. Okay, I like that. Go ahead and take sharpness 4 on the axe. Okay. Alright, I'm not mad at you. So, you've seen enchanting before. You know how it works. Throw some lapis in there, throw your tool or armor in there, and get some enchantments. You have a chance of getting more than one enchantment on each item, which is nice. As far as levels go, you can get levels a bunch of different ways. You can from smelting, from taking out animals, taking out hostile mobs. We just made a spawner farm. So many different ways to get the levels that you need to enchant. And we're headed back to the village because there's another way to get the enchantments that you want. I really gotta fix this. We're gonna need a better way up and down here. I remember when we almost fell down there. This will be another project for in between episodes. I will make a better way to get up and down to the base from over here. Another way to get levels is from trading with villagers, and we picked up some levels from trading with the Fletchers. And another way to get your enchantments, if you don't want to use the enchanting table, is to make a librarian. So I've been wrestling with how I want to do this. It's kind of got me stuck. See, we locked up, we contained, we protected. Yes, we protected you, sir. We protected the villagers. Come on, man. Guess we're waiting until it clears up. That's better. I know, kitty. It's you're frightened. It's too dark over here. We'll brighten it up. There we go. How's that? Mr. Iron Golem's walking around, keeping the village safe, even though nobody's walking around. So, like I was saying, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do this, but I think I'm just going to start doing it. What do we got over here? Oh, potatoes. I don't think we can breed. I'm going to go get some carrots. I'll be right back. Fortune 3, the crops. You should get back over by the house. What do you have? You trade for potatoes, huh? So let's... You're not gonna do it? Let's see. Don't tell me. You a nitwit? Oh, there we go. We'll let them breed, make a baby. I'm gonna take this chest because you don't need this. All right. Now, how are we gonna get you downstairs? Give me my bed back, thank you. Give you that bed there. How about that? Oh, that's nice. Oh, you grew up. How nice. So how are we gonna get you? I wonder. Let's see if we can take this guy. You know what? Making this harder on me than necessary. Okay, who's in here? Is anybody in here? Yes, you have no job. But you. Oh, you're a farmer. Okay. Okay, let's leave that guy there. Alright, so you, sir, we can put the lectern down. You gonna take it? No! Did you? The wrong guy took it. Who took that? Oh boy. Okay. You're not getting out of here. Also, you don't need this chest.
I don't think so.
Will you, sir, take this?
I don't think so.
Who is latching onto this thing? It's gotta be over here. Nope.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Up here?
I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever,
Yes.
ever, ever, ever
Okay. So what you're saying is I need to bring that over here, huh? Okay, can you get out of here? I need you to get back in the house. Can you get back in the house, please? Get in here.
Oh no.
Can you please get in here? So we found this farmer's workstation. It was actually at that farm over there. And we put the composter in the house with him. And with villagers such as the farmer, they have various trades. If you put the workstation down and you don't like the trade that they give you, you break the workstation, you drop it down again, you check their trade if you don't like it, and you just rinse repeat. How did you get out? Where did you come from? Don't tell me I left this open. Nope, that's closed. Where did you come from, guy? Where'd you go? There. Is that you? Get in the boat. Can you get in the boat? There we go. Thank you. Yes! Don't worry, we're gonna get you in there. So what we do here is similar to what we just did with the farmer. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, but I need you to get in the house now. Right, captive audience. So this could take a while. This actually works out. We have him. Well, this is a little bit out of the way, but if we can get what we're looking for, what do we got here? Blast. We don't want that. Break the lectern. Resets him. Put the lectern back down. Make sure we don't hit him. Breach. So what we're looking for is we're looking for mending. We have to be careful not to hit him because we don't want to damage him, and then we don't want that curse of vanishing. Come on, that's just like, that's an insult. So this can take a while, but this is a good way of, excuse me, sir. This is a good way of getting certain enchantments that you want without having to waste levels in the enchanting table. This is one of the only ways to get mending. You can't get mending out of the enchanting table. So if you're looking to get mending, this is one of the ways to do it. So I'm going to go back and get all the emeralds we have because we only have 9 emeralds. And if he gives us mending for more than 9 emeralds, by the time we run back to the house to get our emeralds, his trade might reset and we could lose it. I'll be back. Hello, Mr. Farmer. I like XP, thank you. I would like these doors closed, sir. Alright, what do you have? So you had fire aspects, so back to work. So we'll just keep doing this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Curse of binding, really? You got some nerve, dude. I'm standing here. I'm standing here. It is a tedious process sometimes, especially if it takes a long time. But it is well worth it to get what you're looking for. And in our case, mending. Some enchantments are a waste getting from the librarian because you can get them from fishing. The bow enchantments, the rod enchantments, I mean, just with a little patience in fishing, you could get the ultimate bow and the ultimate rod without having to waste levels or emeralds. And I think if we can get 30 and under, I can live with that. You know, when it comes down to it, if you've got the time, the patience, and the levels, and the diamonds at this point to spare, you know, you can, and you enchant to get, you know, let's say sharpness 4 on 2 separate swords, you can always make your own sharpness 5 and save yourself the emeralds. Oh! Lock it in! Oh, we did it! We did it! So we got mending for 10 emeralds. So with 10 emeralds and a book, we got mending. So we'll just take 4 of those and we're gonna let this guy go to sleep. Where's my bed? I'll be back in the morning. And then I think I'm gonna do what I did. And then we'll put the extra books, extra emeralds in there. Paper, because we can sell the librarian paper. You have made us all very happy. Now we gotta protect this guy. Well, I'm gonna head back to the house. I'll meet you back over there. Let's put mending on this pickaxe. Whoa. Why don't we have an anvil down here? Coming to the anvil. Put our pickaxe in. Put our book in. It's gonna cost us 3 levels. And there we go. It's our first mending tool. What do you think of that enchanting table? And I think that's where we're going to stop for today. Had a question about the seed? I'm going to throw that up on screen and put that in the description below if you want to check out the world for yourself. Thanks for asking. After the last episode, I wasn't sure I was going to do the villager episode. I thought about it, but then another viewer suggested villagers. And really, it was the next logical step. So if you're looking to get enchants, you can get them from the table, get yourself an XP farm going. Good way of doing that is to get lucky and find yourself a dungeon, make a farm out of it. They're not too difficult. And if that's not your speed, then maybe give a crack at going the villager option. You can do trades to get XP and get emeralds. And then once you've done that, you can work on getting yourself a librarian. Let's do this real quick before we get out of here. Stop leaving the bed over here. That bed. Oh, as I was saying, get yourself a villager, get the enchants that you want for a good price. It might take some time, but it is well worth it. And now we have ourselves mending for 10 emeralds. So in between episodes, I think I'll come back and make getting to the village a little easier. If you have any suggestions as to what other types of villagers we should make for trading, drop them down in the comments below. Thanks for your support. I know Minecraft can be a little bit overwhelming. I didn't get it when I first started and I almost quit. So I started these videos to help new players now that might not get it. And I want to help them stick with it because it is a great game. Once you know the basics, and then you can take it from there. So that's what we've been aiming for so far in the series. But I think we're at a point now where you probably have the basics and we can move a little bit faster. I think we've been doing that over the last few episodes with enchanting and getting XP farms going, and now this episode with creating specific villager trades. So I think we might start moving a little faster, and as we come across things, I'll do my best to explain them. If you have any questions anytime, feel free to drop them in the comments. But I think we're definitely in good shape. We're going to finish building our armor, finish off our tools, and then maybe focus a little bit more on exploring and take that first trip to the Nether. It's terrifying. If you like the video, if you like the series, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.